As February comes to a close, the Dow Jones record high hitting run is now in danger. Investors perhaps getting a bit nervous as the index sits at the top of the mountain. How the Dow performs could then be dependent on the pace and content of any updates regarding Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. The latter stages of the week are expected to bring the floor vote in the House, and then it's off to the Senate. One of the big questions around the bill is the minimum wage, with a couple of Democrat senators opposing to raising it to $15 an hour. Given that just one lost vote would cause the bill to crumble via the budget conciliation method in the Senate, the markets would do well to keep an eye on how the issue is amended. The stimulus plan is sure to come up during Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's two-day testimony in front of Congress's Senate Banking Committee this Tuesday and Wednesday. Much of the debate surrounding the package has been its potential impact on inflation, with some quarters worried that the stimulus could supercharge inflation to worrying levels. Others, including most major banks, feel that the economic rewards outweigh any inflationary risks. What Powell has to say on the matter then will be of great interest to investors in the early part of the week. As for data, the CB consumer confidence number is on Tuesday and it's sent to inch up from 89.3 to 90.2. New home sales on Wednesday, meanwhile, are expected to rise from 842,000 to 859,000 month on month. Thursday will potentially bring some good news on the Q4 GDP front, with the second estimate forecast to see a minor revision from 4.0 to 4.1% at the annualized rate. Any positive sentiment garnered by the growth numbers might be undermined, however, if the jobless claims reading rises for a fourth consecutive week. It's getting near now the 900,000 mark, which obviously isn't too far from the million mark. Thursday is also set to see durable goods orders climb from 0.5% to 1.3%, but with the core reading going in the other direction from 1.1% to 0.6%. Friday, finally, is something of a bumper day for data, though it remains to be seen whether any of it will make a mark, given that the last half of the week could be dominated by the stimulus bill floor vote in the House. The Fed favourite core PCE price index is expected to drop from 0.3% to 0.1% month on month, probably perhaps backing up the idea that inflation is so low at the moment that even this huge stimulus bill isn't going to drive it far beyond where the Fed the sort of the levels the Fed wants it at. While personal spending is set to bounce back from minus 0.2% to 0.7% month on month. As for revised consumer sentiment, that's estimated to tick slightly higher from 76.2 to 76.3. As mentioned, however, stimulus is, for the 18th week now, the main focus for the markets. We are getting towards, the real knotty part of the process, i.e. when it gets to the Senate, which will likely be next week. But the timeline is getting increasingly tight. The Democrats want the bill passed essentially by March 14th, which I think is when the current round of stimulus expires. So this is the final week of February. We've only got now 3 weeks really until for the Democrats to really get things done. So I think it's going to increasingly become of increasing importance for the markets now that the Democrats get on with it really and don't have any hiccups en route to passing the bill. As mentioned, the biggest hiccup potentially for the budget conciliation method being the minimum wage issue, which is something obviously that most Democrats are very keen to push through, but maybe something that has to fall by the wayside if they have to keep all Democrat senators on board with the overall package.